I've been working with the Hale Foundation since 2008. People's Liberty was a German idea that we developed around the 5th anniversary for the foundation. We figured that Cincinnati had a lot of really smart people, a lot of people innovating in the civic realm, but there was really no place that that kind of activity could come together. So we brought all of these missions together. We brought together the idea of a more visible space for the foundation to do its work, the idea of individual focused philanthropy and how do we push the world of philanthropy forward, and the idea of how do we help civic innovation advance in this region. So when we started looking at our contractors, our architects, our furniture designers, our interior designers, our lighting suppliers, we wanted to look at see how much of that could we source from within the neighborhood. Working with Switch was more than just another supplier. We could have gone virtually anywhere. We could have ordered everything online if we wanted to. I think the idea of working with Bernie and Drew was that they had a passion for this neighborhood, they had a passion for this building, and they understood what we were trying to accomplish. There really wasn't even a question. We knew that these were the guys we wanted to work with. They were of the neighborhood, and we knew they cared, and we knew they were really, really good at what they did.
It is critical that we think about every component that goes into this project. So it's not just about designing, say, finishes or these, formal gestures. It's not just about those things. It's also about thinking about ductwork and thinking about sprinklers and thinking about the coordination of these different trades. This was the first project that I worked on where I spent a lot of time really thinking about good lighting, and it's the first project where I had a client that was really, had the will to really get in there and think about good lighting. In that regard, I was able to bring a lot more attention to the whole lighting package, and in terms of collaboration, working with Switch, I think, provided some insight into how that could be done successfully. One thing that Switch was able to provide was some feedback on really getting the layering of the lighting correct, really making sure that we brought the right types of lights to the right program of spaces. And that was something that I just don't have a lot of experience with, so it was good to have Switch providing that expert advice.
The boardroom prompt basically was they wanted to design a space where they could go in there and break out into individual little meeting sessions. So we designed the lights to be placed in kind of a sporadic pattern on the ceiling so that one wouldn't feel confined to being in a line. This is my biggest project to date as far as doing the full interior. In working with Switch, they really did educate us about the options we had, and I was able to learn a little bit more the technical side about what's appropriate in which scenarios and when choosing lighting as far as temperature goes, and what's appropriate for a pendant, what's appropriate for a floodlight versus a spotlight. And I just think that they were really patient and open-minded when it came to having an honest conversation about what the needs were.
My project is called Musically. It's essentially a library of locally published music that's ready for licensing opportunities. So my goal is to better connect Cincinnati business with Cincinnati's musical talent. I tell you, I've never had an actual office space, so to be able to come to this beautiful modern facility and really come here and focus on my work in a well-lit environment is a huge game changer for me. It's just fantastic.